you want to do things right? To keep up with keeping your lives tight. Tight as in being right with the truth of true insight. Who of you want to do things right? Who of you want to truly succeed in attaining all in that which is your need? To be heard by the real answerer of all deeds, the true hearer of all whom pleads. Who of you really want to bow down to the true King of Kings commanding the crown? To worship the one that ever rules alone, commanding everything of creation from the seat of its throne.
Brother was turned, and he had turned and he was turned down, man. He had forgot that quick about what he said. But the thing about it is, was he real in what he was saying? No. He was haughty and arrogant, and he thought that other people was going to settle down in the fear of Allah because he said Allah's name. Don't fear Allah. Fear none but Allah. Stand up. And they turned and looked at him, and he took off, man. Now that turned into a comment. You know, I didn't even preach.
He's gone. He might even say Allah. Yeah, all and butt, man. Left his family.
You know, but the beauty with Allah, he's just giving his wisdom, man, is that people take the concepts, all these things Allah expressed in this holy book, conceptualizing and intellectualism.
Yeah.
You know, never want to come to the experience and the knowledge of it for real.
Yeah.
To know that when Allah says his name is mentioned truly, those hearts trembling on fear and bow down. You mentioned when you would fight in your early years. Allah, I shut down.
Let me down.
You know, because as one experiencing and through tribe of life, the Allah, that's the only thing that could stop you many times from doing what you were doing to people. That people would say, "Oh, brother, get out of here." Brother, what you mean Allah stopped you? Yeah.
Yes.
But that's a reality that you said people haven't experienced because
The name of Allah, and they don't understand. It ain't about you calling the name of Allah, right? Because I've had the opposite experience. I've had people call the name of Allah to me and quote Quran to me, and I went crazy, jumped out my car, ran after him, wanted to beat him down. So in truth, it's not so much the person calling out Allah, but it's Allah calling out Allah through that person.
okay.
You know? And see, when you come into total fear, you go back to your package. Your package is your soul. You come into total fear and you say the ah, right? You say Allah. If that's Allah calling, you stop. But see, by the same token, those people who call Allah's name to me, if they did it just to stop me, then they was in greater trouble.
Right, okay.
You see, that's just the way it is. But unfortunately, people live life on words.
That's what yeah.
Their life becomes so shallow because their words become the most important thing. See, I know that Allah says that a man is just as good as his word. Your word is your bond is your life. That's the way it should be. You are just as good as your word. But your word should be of the essence of Allah so that it have real life in it. Not the word of something else, not the word of your own being, which is only an illusion of life. You know, because that thing there is going to die. It's not going to live. It's not going to really carry weight. And so many people get lost in the word that they start thinking that they are a real or of the reality just by the words they speak. Like a brother said to me, yeah, you know, you said you have Allah, and we went to the masjid and we prayed and we spoke to Allah. And we say to you that you can't be of Allah because we spoke to Allah and Allah didn't say to us that you was of Allah. I said, well, did Allah say to you that I wasn't? Yes, Allah said you're not of it. Did you hear Allah speak? No. Okay. I'm telling you that I hear Allah. And you saying you don't. Let's look, you know how they say truth will always rise and top, right? Be patient. Let's see who lives and let's see who dies of these words. Let's see if you true or if I'm true. Let's see if you false or I'm false. You know, let's not make war. And this was another time during Ramadan.
Wow.
There was another time. I'm like, Don't they understand if they could go out to make war during Ramadan that the devil must be behind it? Right.
Right.
If Allah tell you don't make war but seek to be of it,
Right.
then that's all you should be doing, and trust in Allah that it's going to protect you from your enemies. The reason that people get attacked during Ramadan and Muslims get attacked, or people who get attacked when they ceremoniously worship Allah, the reason they get attacked because they're doing something wrong and they're not protected.
That's right.
If Allah protects you, nothing can harm you. But if you're doing something wrong, your words don't mean nothing. I'm protected from Allah, by Allah. That don't mean nothing just because you said it. You better see who the word came from.
You touched on what the Queen was saying in the conversation about when Allah's name. Then they say, I seek refuge of Allah from Satan and the devil. Another phrase that they have made.
Yeah, and then most of them say that. Where does that devil at that they seeking refuge against? There somewhere.
Right. They need to carry a little this. I seek refuge. Oh, that's me. Now I'm about to see.
They need to change that word. I seek refuge in Allah from the accursed me.
Right.
They need to extend what the word devil is. I seek refuge in Allah from the doer of evil in me.
Right.
And the doer of evil outside of me. I seek refuge in Allah. You know, and then truly seek refuge. Because see, you can't say to me, hey man, would you take me to such and such and such and such? And I say, yeah, and we get in the car and you reaching over steering my car.
Yeah.
Now you taking me. And that's what people do. You know, can you help me? And you go to help them and they trying to help you. They try to tell you. You understand? And that's one of the problems in Islam or religion. People become gods to their own selves and then they can't hear nobody else. They must be heard. They feel I must be heard. That ego, that devil that lives in the back of your brain always want to come forward.
And the illusion of independence. I think that they're the ones.
Of course.
Yeah.
If they don't even think in terms of independence, that never even come to their mind. Dependency or independence never come to their mind. They just think that they are. I am.
Hear what I have to say.
Yeah.
It's a matter of that matter.
Yeah. That's why a long time ago, man, I learned a great leader is one who don't want to lead. The greatest leader, the best leaders are those who did not want to lead. The worst leaders are those who aggressively seek to lead. Why are they so fast to want to put themselves up front? See, one who don't want to lead got reasons for not wanting to lead. They may feel inept. They may feel humble. So when they are forced and put in that position, they seek the best of what it is to help them lead. That's what happens in general.
Right.
But it's that arrogant fool. I gotta be the leader. I know this, I know that. I've been here, I've been there. I gotta lead. I gotta. The great.
Yeah.
Then they get up there and people saying, well, he got the greatest voice. You ever notice most of the leaders got, at least amongst black folks,
Oh, yeah.
got them voices with the brain of an ass? And we think, because they got that loud, groggy, rhyme voice, they got to be the one. Or somebody who can throw down to you the history of man. You know, Elijah did what he did as an art.
Okay.
So no Ali. Start throwing down on the people about how far the earth is from the moon, how far the moon is,
Right. Okay.
the stars, and this, that, and the other. And our people uneducated. That's deep. The hell I need to know how far the moon is from earth? Why do I need to know how large the earth's circumference of the earth is? It's good information, but how is that going to help me get to Allah?
Right.
What it is that I need to know about Allah being the mathematical pi, the incomparable number if I don't know, have no reason to know why? Don't have no use for the information. You see, but Elijah knew the trick. He had to draw the hearts of the fathers back to their children. He had to do what he had to do to fulfill his purpose.
Right.
Now you got people running around here thinking that if you got information, you the greatest.
Right.
Huh? You the one should be followed. Oh no. Oh hell no. You got some people that are walking libraries. All this information with no reasoning.
Right.
And without reasoning, where you going? You going to hell. You burn right up with that information. Information don't mean nothing.
Ahezaah said something touching upon what the Apostle was saying. Ahezaah says in the Quran many times, but it says such a way that it ain't hit you in the head. Allah, do not reflect, or do they not ponder over my son? Now, how many those they intellect word remembrance? Allah speak by remembrance more than prayer.
Right.
In the book, but both people see prayer.
Right.
And forget that remembrance is the greater.
Right.
Prayer is only an aspect of.
Right.
Once you leave that, Allah doesn't remember me sitting, reclining, lying on that side. Remember me much.
I stand the beg is different about that word prayer. I think it's praise. I think it's praise. I need my brother who know Arabic to go and look into the Quran and see if I'm correct. But Allah has been giving me that it's praise Allah, not pray to Allah, but praise Allah. See, Allah don't need to see prayer. Prayer is asking. What do you need to ask Allah for that it don't know you need? Or don't know you want? Why would it give you that futile exercise?
That's true.
All you got to do is praise it. Like it said, praise me. Remember me. To praise me, to upraise.
Right.
To upraise means to raise it up. Raise me up. Raise up my name. That's all I ask of you. Raise up my name and honor me. Rejoin yourself to the reality of my being, the awareness of my presence, to know that I am El-Nun. What's they try to take Al-Nun out of everybody? Open the Holy Quran.
That's right.
They don't want you to know that it's that which is to be remembered, that which is to be known, which is to be recognized.
And Allah said in the Quran again, one verse in the whole Quran. Tell them when they call me, tell them, Lord, I am me. I'm there.
Yeah.
It's only said one time, but tell them if something called upon me, Lord, I'm there.
See, and then let me just say this here to give a little tidbit. Something I ain't did in a little while. But Al-Nun, 9, the number of perfection, it was born out of the root of Nun, that which is to be known, that which is to be recognized, that which is to be realized as the infinite being, the perfect being. That's where 9 comes from. And that's what they try to throw on the nuns. Shut That's a demon word on the language. And that demon hold women the lowest until he said they the nuns. How the noon. Trust me, man. It's a people don't know about. They working it, trying to take humanity down.
Man, that's definitely one of them. Yeah. I even said the time is now, man. Allah said, once truth comes, false and I be banished. Allah shining that light, that beacon through all the cloud is the smoke, It's like looking through a window. All the window in your house is dirty. You so used to that, you think the good.
Clear now. I can see through.
That's right.
That's what is going on now. We say through floating lenses, our eyes, and
even beyond that, the next scope shows how even so endless, it can further show you more clarity, more charity. Oh yeah, it's so great, and you need to be humbled by it. It's a requirement. But it sounds like you just spoke an oxymoron when you say Allah is so endless. It's to see more, but and with that endlessness, you can see nothing. You can see you see no answer, nothing. Infinity is like, what is it? Where's the beginning of it? You don't even know the beginning of infinity. You can't even see the beginning of it. Huh? That's like you seeing your own eyes.
But he said, like, either give the sign, if you have to get them out, so the numbers the negative way is the same.
It's like you have to like look in the mirror and look at yourself. Where did I don't know where it began. Actually, with yourself, it begins there with you and your awareness. To each man and woman and child is their path. To each individual is their way. From that point to wherever is Ahezaah. Where do you begin your journey? From you? Where do you end your journey? At you? Where's Ahezaah? At you.
Something to think about.
To understand that is to understand the opening. To understand the purpose of the Holy Quran, bringing you back to Ahezaah. People use the Holy Quran so that they have a weapon. Right. I heard a brother say, the Arabs had the greatest mind. Now, they didn't fool these brothers. They beyond human beings. Why? Because they can remember the whole of the Quran. Right. And I said, whoa, that's pretty deep. Oh, but when I grew up, I said, wait a minute. He's saying they can recite it. They can replay it back. They could like a parody. They could parody. Right. And he said they got the greatest minds. But do they really remember it? Do they really join it unto themselves? If they do, why they out here killing innocent people? Saying, Allahu Akbar, I'm going to kill 5 million of yours to get that 1 or 2. Right. That's not Allah's way. I don't care how many of them angry with me about saying it. If the devil come and kill up all your people, then you got to go get that devil. And in that, you got an eye for an eye. Right. Well, how you gonna drop a bomb on 5 million to give, pay back for 400? You like the Jews. For every 12, for 1 is 12. Wait a minute now. When did that come into play? Who wrote that? See, that's interesting.
Don't say in the Quran, if you have killed 1, is if you kill the whole nation.
Is that
if you slave 1,
is as you say. But what do Ahezaah mean in that? Because in each individual there's a nation of people, a nation of beings, a nation that could recognize Ahezaah. When I came into the enlightenment of my Lord, and came into the wholeness of it, and into the wholeness which is made of me, of myself, I realized that there's many aspects of me, many units of me, many parts, mental parts of my being. And it said, in that I made you divided. Now I draw you together as one. Whoa, individual. I was inwardly divided. Now it has made me whole and drawn me up as one unto itself. Now I see the oneness of myself. I see the oneness of it. Oh, say you and Allah is one. Not He is Allah for one, but you and Allah is one. I understand that. The whole is one. Everything affects something of all things. We are one with the universe, the universes, infinity. The eternal.
Scientists say they do that.
Oh, man, scientists still from the spirit. So all the time. Now I laugh about the dark space, and Muhammad and others been talking about the unseen all the time. They're going to give me a twist. Let's just don't call it the unseen, because they'll go into the whole call it dark space. Dark space, something you can't see. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. You can see dark. What you talking about, dark space?
Even in that,
yeah, but listen. Yeah, but listen what they saying. Dark space, you can't see it.
How you can't see dark space? If you could see dark, how you can't see dark? You understand?
Right.
So no matter how much they play with it, if you listen to them carefully and you surrender yourself unto Ahezaah, you'll come to the truth that these words, this information is already out.
Okay, that's
You know, the unseen is truly the unseen. They trying to make the unseen something that you could see of dark space. You know? Come on now. All you saying is there's something in between space that you can't see for the darkness that's around in other areas. You got light and you got dark. You got things you can see manifested in the light, and then you got things you can't see manifested, but you know it's there.
right.
It's unseen, so you want to give it a name. You want to identify it as dark space. No, dark is something you see too.
Mm-hmm.
That's part of the scene.
Right.
The same entity in the dark and that's in the is the same that's in the light. And it is unseen in both things. So what you see of the light, the unseen is in there that you can't see. And in truth, you could be blinded by the darkness and by the light. If you don't believe me, get yourself a 150 watt light bulb, turn it on, and look right into it and see, don't you go blind. Huh? That's right. You see darkness before you see light again. I see your spots. You be sitting back way, and the light will come back. When the real light will come back. You know, I tell you, man, just like getting punched in the head, man, you ain't expecting that punch, and you see stars. You like, oh, man, I seen the universe. I see the universe. You just fast forward. I seen stars, you can't tell me. You know, because we all a part of the whole, a part of what is. Huh?
Right.
Allah is not inhibited by anything. You know?
And that's the truth that Allah manifested this day, that it is real, it is present today, here and now.
Yeah.
You know, Allah said before the great and dreadful day, Elijah must come first. Oh, Elijah came. So, see, now this is the great and dreadful day of the Lord. One thing Allah is showing that people need to realize with the messenger is this. When they talk about the giver of good news, but this hour of the day inside the day of revelation, he is a warner first now. Oh, yeah. Before the good news can never come up. This is the day of destruction. That's a warning to mankind, to humanity as a whole. This is the day of revelation.
Yeah.
You know. Now, out of that day of despair, Allah said there is light. That you can come to the way of truth and salvation now. Except in this much in the covenant that is set in errors. In this day.
He's the first in the warrant. But let all those who are out there that look to survive, be warned.
Well, the thing is the two people who want to be saved, they should not let what the people who fear not Allah do. You know, that's the whole thing. I ran into a lot of people who say they believe over the years, but they can't get with me because everybody else is going that other way. I mean, you have clearly told me this here. And I say, wow, man, remember Noah? Right. Oh, yeah, they couldn't get with him because everybody was going the other way.
Even his own son.
Yeah. And that's just the way it is, man. People go with numbers because they think there's power in numbers. They think that what is written,
right,
what is seen is the power, man. They forget about the reality behind everything that is. Right. There's something behind, something unseen, a power behind everything that is. Nothing is without the power. Everything has a power.
That'll be the most essential. They need it.
That is the essential thing. The essence of essential. You know? And it's in everything. I mean, the least of all things have power. But what level of power is relegated to them is relegated by the power, the truth. Right, the true power, you know?
I don't know if you saw the signal, I don't know. But
I'm trying to yell. 6 moments ago. Maybe he want to get out of here. I've been relocating to yeah.
Time for me to get out. Then I'm yeah. You
That bitch recognize handle.
Okay. You guys speak us now for yet. Oh, it's the ark of the ark that Noah built is similar to what you were saying about it being like the knowledge that he built, like you're building the knowledge with us in this day and time and giving us the wisdom and knowledge. Is that the same kind of situation that happened with Noah instead of it being a built physical boat?
No, the ark of Noah.
Question days, that's the case. People didn't hear.
All right, you come right here and say what you're gonna say, not on screen but off screen. But yeah,
was the boat that Noah built a wisdom and knowledge that he gave to his people, or was it a physical boat and a real deluge of water?
yeah, okay. Anybody else want to answer that question? People would like for you to think, even question things like that there. Could it possibly have been just, a state of mind? Did Abraham really put his son on the altar to kill him? Yeah. Did Abraham's son really say, well, don't fear. If it's Allah's will, then put me up there. Right there. Was it Ishmael or Isaac? Well, it was Isaac. Was the ark real? Yeah, the ark, it was real, and they found the ark. Right. But they don't want to tell the people that it's really the ark. They want to keep a mystery on it because they want to keep the people led astray. Did Noah collect two of every animal on earth? No, he didn't, because some of them didn't need to be collected because they were waterbound. Yeah, it's earth, just the earth itself, the land. No, earth is contained of water. Right. And by mercy of Allah, we have the materialized earth, the ground, the heart, and to live upon. All right, so yeah, I mean, like that ark. Why it's called the ark? It's called the ark because it's something that man was offered to be placed in as a protection. An ark is only a thing of protection. The Ark of the Covenant was a box, right, that was made to put the word of Allah in that Moses had. That was it. Okay, so the ark that Noah had was a boat that was made like a box to put the people and other creatures in that would not survive the flood where Noah lived. Now, how far that flood go, I'm not going to start answering that because Allah said all over the world. But some people want to say it must have just been an outing. But after experiencing the tsunami, I know that it could have been all over the world. After thinking about how the North and South Pole is melting, I can see it being all over the earth. Because, see, every scientist know that there's more water than it is land on Earth. And every scientist know that the Earth itself can be drowned out again. And not only is there more water on Earth, there's more water in the universe. Yeah, we have many kegs of ice come down out of space. If Allah wanted to drown the Earth, what forces there to stop it?
No, Isaac knew a sign, and just the water alone, when Isaac caused the rain, sometimes it flood. Just like that. That took a long. So you was just back. Really over there. Question.
That was the question. Big questions here.
Yeah, and it's beautiful. How the scientists come around there and try to hide inside to get the people off the notion of what truly happened. Give the people tonight know that destruction really can come to it.
Well, really is not the scientists that's doing that. I say scientists no, but it's not scientists that's doing that. It's the jinn, the powerful men that serve Satan that's hidden. They're very powerful men. And I'm going to tell you something. Money is no issue with them because they take everybody else's money. But they're the ones who want to keep the world order as it is. And they're the ones who tell what scientists to do people who are in power theater and and television and all that, those who say in the media, to affect the people of the world. They're the ones who make sure everything is going in accordance with what they want to have done. They don't have to come to me and say, shut up. No, they make sure I can't get past certain media. And then they promote certain things to turn people Israelites. They got the power to do all those things. That's the gem doing that. And scientists, let me tell you, a lot of scientists hate them because they take their inventions and things they discover and use it for evil or purposes that they did not intend. And then they caught up and they're afraid of them, so they say nothing. And they blame the scientists. Yeah, the scientists. Some of them just as dumb as could be.
We were giving a sign. It's time to wrap up. We want to thank you for tuning into an A.H.A.D, the calm before the storm. Shout out to the audience, man. Jesus, peace and other blessings by the Vice President. If those watching this program, I have believers out there, man. Jesus, peace and other blessings about your presence. You want to reach us at
Who of you want to do things right? To keep up with keeping your lives tight. Tight as in being right with the truth of true insight. Who of you want to do things right?